have our water at proper temperature for scalding. We're at about 151, which is just about right. So we're gonna dump our turkey. Feathers. Nope. Working it around so the water gets into all the feathers. You want to start with the tail feathers and the wing feathers first, because those are the hardest to pull. When they pull out pretty easy, you know the rest of it's done and you can pull it out. These are still pretty tough. You're gonna put the bag over here, Davey. Davey, you can get in here and start pulling some feathers. Okay, it's about ready to pull them out now. Out of the way. And just a moment, Davey. Okay, start plucking. I'm going to start with all the hardest ones. A lot of these little pin feathers can be hard to pull once it starts to cool down. So I'll get all these plucked out around the drumstick joint here. A lot of these little short ones on his breast can be hard to pull too. So the temperature is really important when you're scalding. If it's too low of a temperature and it doesn't loosen the feathers up enough. But if you get too high of a temperature, you'll start to pull off chunks of skin with the feathers, and that's no good. So I really like it about 150 degrees, about 145 to 155. Anything less than that, they're really hard to pull in my opinion and experience. And if you get above 155, you start to lose chunks of skin because it's too scalded. And it's just really methodical. Go through and work out all the feathers. Most of these body feathers pull out real easy. You just trying to pinch them off with 2 fingers and trying to rub them. A lot of them off too. Maybe the tuna told water goes on. Get that wing plucked out, baby. David, don't shut the hose. It's not running. Alright, we got the bolt of the feathers off. Now I'm going to hose them down. Keep everything nice and clean. Get rid of any feathers that are just sticking around on him or the table. Put him over, Davey. This also starts to cool him down, which we want to start to cool the body off pretty soon. The faster the carcass gets cooled off, the better the meat. Okay, go see him finish cooking. So you can see we've got the bolt of the feathers off. Zoom in though. Now we're just going through and picking a few little pin feathers left here and there. It's looking pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna flip them over. Baby's gonna keep picking, especially here on the breast. There's some short ones. But I'm gonna go ahead and start to gut the turkey. Put back here. We're gonna make an incision gently because I don't want to cut anything in there. Just trying to work my knife up in there. Work my way into his cavity. Just gonna reach in to the hold of things and start to pull him out. So like here's his heart. You can set that aside. Once I start to pull stuff out, then I work my knife down here. See, everything's coming out. I worked up to the end of his intestinal tract here. I'm just gonna tap that, flip the turkey, Davy. I'm just going to take everything off right here. At the head of his tail, there's a kind of gland in here that'll impart a bad taste if you leave it on. So I just cut the whole thing out. Just kind of cut around and twist it off at the spinal section. Just trim the whole thing out. We got liver here, one chunk. I want to cut that green bile off, that's pretty nasty stuff. Let's see, I broke it there. And here we have our gizzard. All that up. Davey, grab the hose. Set that over there. All of this into the garbage. Flush it all off, Davey. off my knife in my hand. Okay, so you can see that was the bulk of his guts. All of his intestines, his heart and his livers, his gizzard. She got it reach in. A little more. His lungs stick up in his body cavity against the ribs. You gotta kind of go in there. They're a little harder to pull out. You see, there's a chunk of lung. There's the rest of it. Just want to make sure you don't have any chunkies in there. Flush everything out. Grab the hose and flush this, Davey, real fast. That's good.
Please look, this is hidden.
Pull the hose out. No. Okay. Just get the hose out. So now I'm going to start up at his net. Skin back to this V section in his breasts. Careful not to cut anything here because this is his craw. All his feed goes before it's processed. And he had breakfast this morning, so it's all full right now. Yeah, you can see what he had for breakfast there. Go in. Pull out his diaphragm there. Trim back anything that's still in his cavity from this side. Now, take my cleaver up here, work it around. Pull that skin off. Take the head off the neck. Oh, Stevie. Take a moment to clean everything off again. Now we'll turn them over. Trim some of this off. Skin back up his neck. around his neck. Hold him, Davey. Just kind of work around in there until you find where the joint's at, wherever you want to take this net off. Just trying to twist it a lot of times. There. Set our net aside. I'm going to trim this extra skin up a little bit. You don't want to cut it back too far, because you want to kind of leave it in there so it covers up your exposed meat while it's cooking, keeps everything moisture. So when it's cooking, it just kind of fold around like that. Now we'll take off his legs. See right here, the drumstick comes down. There's two joints here. There's one lower down like right here and one up here. So you want to kind of cut up here and just kind of see, there's the joint we want right there. Just kind of bending it. Follow it around with the knife and then trim up under it there. Again on this one, cut right about there. Like so. Trim this up a little bit tidier. Close, Davey. And that is pretty much a done turkey. So double check that there's no feathers. We want to get our cold water hose out and really clean it now. All around it. All is outside, and we're gonna wash out the inside. Get any clotted chunks of blood or anything out. It also helps cool it down from the inside there. Could get a trash bag, baby. The cleaner you get it, and the faster you get it cooled down, which hosing this out does both, the better off it'll be to eat. You see how I'm washing it out, and it's pretty much, the water's clean now. Not really anything in there. That's what you want. You want it to come out clean. If there's still any blood, it's coming out kind of blood colored at all, keep washing until it runs out clean. Feathers still. And then we're gonna put them in a bag, put them in the refrigerator until it's time to cook him. So he needs to cool off and sit for at least 24 hours before you cook him for best results. Even better is to do 48 hours, which is what we're gonna do here. So to put him in the fridge, we're just gonna keep him in a kitchen bag, a clean, unscented kitchen bag. Put him on the table. Just set him in like that. You don't want it super tight, but you want to close the edge up around him. And he'll just go into our refrigerator like this. All right. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video.